objectives. First, define goals and plans and explain the relationship between managerial and goal setting. 2. Explain the concept of organizational mission and how it influences goal setting and planning. Third, describe the types of goals an organization should have and how managers use strategy maps to align goals. Fourth, define the characteristic of effective goals. 5. Describe the 4 essential steps in the management by objectives or MBO process. 6. Explain the difference between single-use plans and standing plans. 7. Describe and explain the importance of contingency planning, scenario building, and crisis planning in today's environment. 8. Summarize the guidelines for high-performance planning in fast-changing environment. Next one is goals and plans. Goals are desired future outcomes that the organization seeks to achieve. Plans are the blueprints for allocating resources and specifying actions needed to reach goals. Relationship: goals define what to achieve. Plans define how to achieve it. Example: goal to increase market share. Plan to launch new product line and invest in promotion. And next, organizational mission. A mission is the organization's reason for existence. It communicates purpose, values, and aspirations. Serves as foundation for setting consistent goals and plans. Example: Starbucks' mission focus on inspiring, nurturing the human spirit. 2. This guides product, culture, and customer service goals.
Type of goals and strategy maps. Here, we see 3 main types of goals within an organization. First, strategic goals. It is set by top management, give the long-term directions. Second, tactical goals, set by middle managers, translate strategy into concrete actions. And last is operational goals, set at the lower level, are short-term and specific for teams or individuals. To connect all these levels, managers use strategy maps, which visually links goals to ensure alignment across the organization. And the next thing we're going to talk is about effective goals. Effective goals share several important characteristics. They should be specific and measurable with a defined time period. They also need to cover key result areas, be challenging but measurable, and be linked to rewards. In short, effective goals follow the SMART principle and motivate employees to perform better. And next is management by objectives, or MBO. MBO is a collaborative method of goal setting and performance review. It has 4 main steps. First, managers and employees jointly set goals. Second, they develop action plans to achieve them. Third, progress is reviewed regularly. And fourth, results are appraised and rewarded. This process makes employees more engaged and ensures that individual performance support organizational goals. And finally, here we compare 2 types of plans: a single-use versus standing. A single-use plans are designed for unique, one-time goals such as special project or budget, while standing plans are used repeatedly for ongoing activities such as policies, rules, or even procedures. Both are essential. Single-use plans provide flexibility for special situations, while standing plans ensure consistency in daily operation.
Planning for uncertainty. First, contingency planning is about preparing alternative action if the initial plans fail, so the organization can keep moving smoothly. Second, scenario building means envisioning possible future environment and responses, helping managers anticipate changes better. Third, crisis planning is preparing for unexpected high-impact events to minimize damage and recover quickly. All of these methods help managers stay resilient and effective in turbulent environment. Thank you. High-performance planning. Traditional planning is rigid, top-down, and slow. High-performance planning is adaptive, flexible, and continuous. To support this, managers use intelligent teams to monitor performance dashboard to track progress in real time. So, conclusion of chapter 6 is, planning is the foundation of management because it connects present activities with future goals. The strong mission statements give direction, while goals at strategic, tactical, and operational level. ensure alignment across the organization. Effective goals are smart and linked with motivation tools like MBO, contingency planning, scenario building, and crisis planning. Make planning more adaptive. In today's fast-changing environments, flexibility, intelligent teams, and performance dashboard are essential for high-performance planning.
Learning objectives. 1. Define the components of strategic management and discuss the different levels of strategy. 2. Explain the strategic management process and SWOT analysis. 3. Define corporate level strategies and explain portfolio strategy, the BCG matrix, and diversification. 4. Explain Porter competitive forces and competitive strategies. 5. Discuss new trends strategy, including innovation from within and strategic partnership. 6. Discuss the organizational dimension used for strategic execution. And there's in components and levels of strategies. Strategic management equal decision and action to achieve competitive advantage. And there's 3 levels. Corporate level, what business are we in? Business level, how do we compete in this market? Functional level, how do we support strategies through departments? And there's strategic management process and SWOT. Process, mission, goals, SWOT, strategy, formulation, and execution. SWOT analysis, internal, it goes to strengths and weakness, external, opportunities, and threats.
Then the next part, the corporate level strategies. The first one is the portfolio strategies. This means managing a mix of businesses, kind of like managing a different source of investments. To help with this, they needed something called the BCG matrix. The BCG matrix has 4 parts. The first part is stars. It has high growth and a high market share. The second part is the cash cows. It has low growth but make a lot of money. The third part is the question marks, a high growth but uncertain success. The fourth part is the dogs, a low growth and a low profit. And then there's the diversification. This is when a company wanted to expand to new areas. The diversification divided into 2. The first one is the related diversification, means the new business is similar so they can share a resource or skills. While the second one is the unrelated diversification, is when the new business is totally different. This helps to spread the risks, so it balances them out. And then there's another strategy called vertical integration. That's when a company controls more parts of its supply chain, like making its own product or handling its own delivery. Up next is the business level strategy, how a company competes in a specific market. This strategy is guided by the Porter's 5 forces. The first is rivalry, how intense the competition is. The second is the new entrants, how easy it is for new companies to join the market. The third is substitutes. Are there other products that can replace yours? The fourth is the buyers. How much power do customers have? And then there's fifth, suppliers. Same like buyers. How much power do suppliers have? Once a company understands these forces, it can choose a certain competitive strategies. There are 3 main types. The first is the cost leadership. This means being the lowest cost producer. The focus is on efficiency and keeping price low. And then there's the differentiation. Here the company offers something unique. It could be a better quality, special features, or great customer service. And then there's focus strategies. This is about targeting a specific group or niches. The companies either use cost or differentiation, but only for a small market segment. And then the next part is the new trends in business strategies. First, we have something called the dynamic capabilities. This means a company's ability to adapt quickly to change, whether it's a new technology or a shift in the market. Companies that can adjust fast are more likely to succeed. And then the second is there's innovation from within. Instead of only looking outside for new ideas, companies are encouraging the employees to be creative and come up with new projects. This is called the entrepreneurship, and it helps businesses to grow using the talents they already have. Third and last, we have the partnership strategies. Companies that are now working together more through alliance, joint ventures, and networks. This helps them share resources and reduce risks, especially when entering new markets or trying something new.
And now we have global strategies. There are three. The first is the globalization strategies, which are standardized worldwide and efficient driven. The second is the multi-domestic strategies tailored to each country, meaning it's adapting to the country-specific needs. And finally, we have transnational strategy, balances global integration with local responsiveness, meaning it's combination of globalization strategy, which are standardized worldwide, and also with the multi-domestic strategies adapting to the specific needs. And finally, we have strategy execution. The first is that execution, which is turning plans into reality, which requires the alignment of structure, culture, leadership, and resources. Now, the effective execution involves 1. The clear communication of strategy, 2. Motivating employees, 3. Linking performance and rewards to strategy, and 4. Monitoring and adapting continuously. In conclusion, for Chapter 7, strategic management assures that organizations achieve competitive advantage by aligning resources and actions with external opportunities. Strategy operates at corporate, business, and functional levels, guided by SWOT analysis and environmental forces. Corporate strategies such as portfolio, BCG, and diversification, and business strategies, cost leadership, differentiation, and focus provide direction for competition. Modern strategies emphasize dynamic capabilities, innovation, and the partnership to remain competitive. And finally, effective strategy depends not only on formulation, but especially on execution, which requires alignment of structure, culture, leadership, and people. Bye bye.